what's good, boys? In this video, we're going to do another weekly recap. Going to go over every single trade that I took this week. I'm up around $4,000 this week, so yeah, decent week, but not amazing, not totally amazing. Something extremely unfortunate happened to me on Thursday. It was pretty freaking unfortunate. I logged on to my TradeFi pre-market, and I don't know if you guys know this, but like when you double click, it gives you the option to click market buy, which like I didn't really know. I double clicked, and I was on normal NQ. I double clicked, and I accidentally tried to click off of it, and I clicked market buy. Three regular NQ contracts, and it immediately dumped down to my daily loss limit. And I mean, I'm obviously not counting that as a trade because it was a complete accident, and I'm not counting it as P&L for the week or whatever. But that shit was brutal. Definitely had me geeking. I was low-key depressed. But if that didn't happen, I would be up $10,000 on the week. So yeah, well, that was fucking unfortunate, but whatever. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but let's get into the trade recap. So coming into the week, it started actually on Monday or Tuesday because Monday was a bank holiday. So yeah, I mean, this is the hourly for Tuesday. You can see no real valid targets except for this 4-hour gap. So that was my only target for the day. Didn't really care about the NWAC. I don't really care about that. So that was my only target for the day. Now let's start playing price. Let's go to the 1 minute here. So Tuesday starts off with a little dumps. We'll see here in a second. Let me just do this just to speed things up. So yeah, we dump down, take the MWOG, and then we start pushing back higher. At this point in time, we're getting good movement towards the 4-hour gap. I'm 100% expecting this gap to get filled. No doubt in my mind. Are we not going to fill this gap at this point? So I'm waiting for a valid retracement at this point. I see pretty good volume with good conditions here, so I'm waiting for a valid retracement to validate a long setup here. So boom, we get some legs down. We come back higher. I didn't take anything in this shop right here. I was looking to take an entry off of this candle close, but we ended up wicking back down all the way down here. If it closed right around here, boom, that's my long. And yeah, this probably would have played out if we got a candle close here, but we didn't. We wicked, and that's why this trade actually didn't play out. You can see it would have been break even, but we ended up edging the highs, dumping down even lower. Now at this point, I'm a little bit hesitant, not sure if I really want to take anything. Let's do this here to make it a little bit slower. What I realized though is that we do have a 15-minute. Okay, whatever. So I just accidentally skipped ahead, but it doesn't really matter. What I realized is that we had a 15-minute gap unfilled right down here, and what happens is we get a retracement into the 15-minute gap. So at this point, I'm like, okay, if we reject off this area, we definitely are gonna bounce off this to the high. It's literally like a ping pong game. Like we're definitely bouncing off this to the highs if we get a reaction. So waited. This isn't I'm kind of like, okay, maybe I'm not trading today, but then a candle comes in with volume, and boom, that is my entry to the highs for about a 1-to-1. And yeah, I made I forget 600 now. I don't know, 600 per account, $3,000 trade. So pretty good trade. This was the main trade that I took, or actually, was it? I forget. No, I took something. So yeah, this is the main trade that I took right here. Made 30,000, which is what pretty much put me up on the week, 4,000. And yeah, so this was the main trade of the week. I took a winning day, which got me to 4,000. I think that's what it was. And then that was I'll go over the market, but that was the main trade that I took this week. Actually, it wasn't. What am I talking about? There was another insanely brutal break-even trade that I got to show you guys because that should piss me off. Okay, so Wednesday was a no trade day. I don't really feel like going over it. There was just literally nothing going on. It was, let me just. Okay, yeah, this was Wednesday. There's no targets here. We get to move higher, right? We're actually moving, but there are no targets anywhere. So I wasn't trading in this, and then we just dumped down and then started dumping. This is past the time I traded anyway. So that was that. Then Thursday was another no trade day. Yeah, this is Thursday. This is Thursday right here. Don't even need to go over it. Another no trade day, but again, pre-market I ended up accidentally entering and it fucking shit on me, and lost a lot of money on that shit. But I'm not obviously counting that because it's not a real trade. And then Friday, gosh, you guys, this Friday trade, dude, Thursday and Friday, Loki. Oh my gosh, like actual rage bait. I'm not even kidding, bro. First, I accidentally get entered into a trade and I lose max the loss limit like immediately, because I was in way too heavy size, and I don't know. I think the volatility was higher, so like 1 point down was like minus a 500. Like it was crazy. Because I don't know if you guys remember, like the volatility was decently high. Like the points, like this is 194 points, which is usually not how it usually is. Like the volatility is high, so fucking 3 regular NQ cons right before market open, and that shit, dude. Oh my god, that was brutal. So we lost a lot on that. And then Friday, I was like, okay, hopefully I can get a get back because that shit was brutal on Thursday. And so I was looking to trade. I don't know why there's a gap right here. There wasn't on my actual chart, but basically we had a unfilled 4-hour. Gosh, dude. So we had an unfilled 4-hour gap right here. This was my okay. This was my main target. This unfilled 4-hour gap. This is pre-market, right? So yeah, this is my main target, the unfilled 4-hour gap. So coming into open, what happens? We dump down kind of right here into a hourly gap. We fill an hourly gap and then we get a reaction off. And I was thinking about going long here, but this is a good trade. I just kind of hesitated on it because we were like kind of in a range here. But this is a good trade. I don't know why there's a gap here, but you could imagine this is 2 candles. So just pretend that this is 2 candles, right? Just 2 good displacing candles. And yeah, I was gonna enter. I was like, my cursor was on it. I was gonna enter, but like it closed like up. It closed like too high or something, and I like hesitated on it, and I just ended up missing it, which is unfortunate because this is a good trade, A plus trade. Nothing really wrong with it, right? We get a flip. It's the same thing as I took on Tuesday, kind of, where we get a bounce to the hourly gap with a 4-hour gap above. We're gonna probably head there if we get a reaction. So with volume, so we get a reaction with volume. I 100% should have taken this. I just fumbled, but yeah, it's whatever. So I fumbled that, and then we keep moving higher. I noticed that we have some other highs right here. These highs right here. So I'm like, okay, yeah, pretty good draw on liquidity. Let me just see if I can get an entry. What happens? Retracement, and we invalidate the retracement in 1 candle. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fire. Let me enter into a long, and yeah, that's what happened to me. And my take profit was right here. I put it a little bit under. This was the most brutal trade of the week. I mean, there was the only brutal trade of the week. I literally was so mad. I was so furious, especially because Thursday, what happened Thursday was insane. And then this is even more insane in my opinion. Like, oh my gosh. And you could have even had another entry right here. Another entry. I actually added into my position right here a little bit because this was another clean entry. Like, oh my gosh. Are we kidding? Why are we edging my take profit? It was literally here. We literally, I remember, edged it by 1 singular point, or not even a point. 0.75 of a point. Like, I'm not even kidding you. This had me furious when I got break even. Furious, bro. And yeah, that was the day, boys. I was freaking pissed. So yeah, this was all chopped, nothing here. But I actually ended up. So I actually ended up. Am I tripping? Okay, so yeah, I remember I got back on a little bit later on. I was like, bro, please give me a setup. I need to revenge myself for that shit because that was brutal. I'm not even kidding you. I was like so mad. And I actually noticed that we were moving higher. Wait, was it? What? Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I like the flip that we had here. We started moving higher with volume. Literally, this is not an A+ trade, but I ended up taking something like this. Right? Wait, no, it was higher up, bro. I'm tripping. Where was it, bro? It wasn't here. I'm sorry. It wasn't here. It was over here. I'm sorry for that. Made you guys wait. I know your dopamine probably was like tripping. It was right here to these equal highs right here. It was something like this. So I took this off of. We had it wasn't a good trade. We had a wick down all the way, and we were all the way down here, but then we wicked all the way back up. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, these equal highs are probably gonna get smacked. So I went long, and we got break even on it somehow. Got fucking break even on this trade. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm serious. I think I put it like this is where I entered, and then look at my break even. Look at that. This day was rage bait. These past 2 days, I'm not even kidding. NQ has been rage baiting me like insanely. Like it literally feels like it's playing games with me. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, that was my week. Pretty fucking annoying week. Not gonna lie. But we're still are up on the week. We're actually not up on the week because of Thursday. But like I took a W trade. That's what I'm counting. I mean, I'm not counting like the backs and obviously, but oh my god, that was annoying. Thursday, Friday were annoying, but overall, I executed well this week. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to join my mentorship or my Discord, I'll put it in the description. I have a free Discord, and you can check out the options there. But yeah, appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.